Hi guys, it's your boy Alano B, the billionaire. I hope you like my view. Look, there's constructions going on here, but never worry. So guys, today I just want to pose a challenge to you. At the moment, you all know that we're having a big issue as a world, not a nation. The coronavirus issue. It has really created fear, tension among all the people, and especially the media is doing really good in selling this kind of fear to us. Each and every day we are being installed with a lot of fear, and when fear gets into your head, this calm, you are unable to think. So as a person, what are you doing so that you don't get carried away by this situation? As an entrepreneur, what do you do? Because if you have a business, you should be worried, because either your sales will go down or your sales will go up, and your sales will only go up if the situation is good. But if the situation is worse, you will have to struggle, and if you're struggling, that means there's some things that you won't be able to do. China, having the best economy in the world after US, they are really struggling to contain this situation. It's only that we don't have the full information, and Chinese are so conservative with the information. If they let all the information out, then we will be able to know the reality. The reality. The figures we are getting, we are not sure of the figures. But as an entrepreneur, do you see something good that you can learn from or you can pick, so that out of this crisis, you become one of the winners in terms of starting business that will make an impact to the world? Because some of these situations, we don't expect them. We don't expect them. You see, a virus, the effects of viruses. AIDS has been there. It has affected very large number of Africans. Cancer is still affecting us. Now Corona is there. This kind of diseases, they are deadly diseases that if we don't have a good measure in place, we all get affected. And especially in Africa, where medical equipments are very few. Some hospitals in Africa can't even handle more than 100 people. 100 people suffering from just malaria cannot be handled in a hospital in Africa. So if this outbreak happens to happen in Kenya, what do you think the situation will be? Businesses will shut. Now, how will we be paying our bills? If you don't work, you don't get paid. And now the landlord won't even be able to hear your situation. So what are you containing this situation, so that when it happens, you can be able to catch up with it? It's already happening. It's only that we haven't had any situation or any reported situation in Africa. In Kenya, sorry, not in Africa. We have had in Nigeria and North Africa. But in Kenya, we are yet to hear the situations. Only rumors, and I hate these rumors. Why? Because somebody is forwarding you a message on WhatsApp that the CS for this has said this. Why do you do that? Why do you want to make people fear? Just leave the people to live their life. You should be preaching the safety measures for Corona, not what the CS has said. Because if you say like that, you're spreading rumor to more than 5 million people. 5 million people. Now we are a population of 50 million. If you affect 5 million people, then the 5 million multiply the number to 10. Then as a country, we shall be in chaos. We won't be able to handle our situations in the right way, because if we can't handle it, then we shall all even die. We shall be swept away by this disease, this virus. So you can also see the impact it has had on tourism in China. The stocks, companies like Tesla's are making, their stocks are down. iPhone dropped their stocks dramatically. These kind of things, you have to learn from them. No export, no import to Chinese people. You see, today I was listening to Hugo Boss. He said that 20% of their shops in China, they are not open. And the situation might continue up to maybe the middle of this year. So you can see the impact it will have to the economy. Do they have to cut the salaries of the people so that they can afford those who are not at work, or what do they do? Because you also have to keep in mind that the person is not working, not because of his fault, but because of the virus. So What do you do? So as an entrepreneur, and that's why I always say, don't think in terms of business. Business is good. Think, think in terms of scalability, think in terms of growth, so that you can be able to sustain your business in hard situations. Because if you can't afford to sustain your business in big crisis, then it's hard to survive. You will shut down and go home. Eventually you'll be depressed, stressed, and you see people are committing suicide because of many things. Don't be among those people who are out of ideas. Be generating ideas daily. Be on your move. Be creative, so that anything that comes along your way, you can be able to handle. Because they say, what doesn't kill you makes you strong. Be strong in this situation. Stay strong. Identify the obstacle. Pass through the obstacle. Don't divert. Because if you divert, you will get a bigger one waiting for you. And the bigger one will be massive. So guys, please, as we say this, as we see the world struggling to help us, who are unable to help ourselves, be thinking. First, my resolutions 2020. First, think. Second, think. Thirdly, be creative. Fourthly, think and apply the first two methodologies. Think, stay creative, and then develop ideas into solutions. Thank you. It's your boy Alano B, the billionaire. See you. Our next video will be about our boy Diamond. Why I think Diamond is the best entrepreneur to me in East Africa in the entertainment industry. Keep that in mind.